Listening. Listening is a skill that we're often not taught because from growing up we reckon that, well, we're hearing, so therefore we must be listening. It can lead to problems though if we don't listen carefully to what people say. We can make false assumptions, we can draw wrong conclusions. Sometimes it's not just the words we need to listen to, it's the way the words are said. Let's take it first of all from a communications point of view, and if we think of it from the way it works there, what happens from a sender and a receiver is you have a packet of information that's sent to the other side, and two things happen when it's received. One is acknowledgement that it has been received, and the second is a check of the accuracy of that message. And as humans, we actually do the same thing if we are genuinely listening. The receipt of the information is the indication that there's someone there, and that often is by the eye contact, by the posture, the fact that someone as a receiver is on the other end. But we've got no confirmation that the message has been accurately understood unless the person receiving proves that they've heard it. And the only way to prove that you've heard it is to reflect back what you've heard. So we have this concept of mirroring, which is if you've got a plain glass mirror, that mirror, you hold it up and the information that's received is reflected back. So if someone says something, the reflection from the mirror is by someone saying, okay, so if I've got you right, so what you're saying, so as I understand it, and that is proof of listening. It's perhaps catching the odd key word that's been used, the unusual word perhaps. Sometimes the emotional word. If someone says, you know, I really felt let down, you might reflect back, not, oh, so you felt you were let down. I mean, what you've heard is, so you were disappointed about that. Yeah, I was. And that's often what you'll get. When the message is received, it's like permission to continue. And if you got it right, that's what you'll get. Someone will say, yeah, exactly, or yeah, and they'll just carry on. It's as if you didn't say anything, so you might wonder, well, why did I bother to do that reflecting back? Well, it's because it's like, message received, understood, permission to continue. The tone and the posture, we shouldn't underestimate that. In fact, it's often said that words represent less than 10% of the content of the information. And we do a lot of listening with our eyes, listening and interpreting the tone of voice that's used. I mean, this reflecting works in the tone and the posture as well. If someone is low in the tone, if someone is a bit downbeat, then you don't want to be too downbeat, but you want to reflect the energy level that's in the room, and you'll use the same energy. I like to use the word energy because it's not reflecting back exactly the words or the tone or the posture. In fact, the posture is another part of it because often you want to mirror somewhat, and if someone is leaning forward in a conversation, then it's useful for the listener to lean forward as well. Again, mirroring the energy. So just thinking about that, reflecting tone, words, and body language. So, top tips for listening. One is be aware of your posture, be aware of the energy in the room, be aware of the need to reflect that same energy. Second, find the opportunity to interject with keywords, key phrases, so what you're saying, to prove the listening. And three, listen with your eyes to reflect back perhaps what's not been overtly said.